Fox 10 News starts now.
The dangerous crime duo playing a sort of Bonnie and Clyde may have struck again, and it happens nowhere near where investigators had thought they had boxed them in. That's tonight's big story. Investigators say escaped inmate John McCluskey and his fiancee and cousin, Caslin Welch, may have held up a beauty salon in Arkansas, and that is a long way from where investigators have been focusing their search. That was up in Montana, even southern portions of Canada. Fox 10's Andrew has been live tonight with more on these new leads. Andrew?
Yes.
Andrew, thank you. And this prison break is now becoming a political issue. For the first time, Governor Brewer addressing Attorney General Terry Goddard's claims that she's at least partly to blame for these escapes. Earlier this week, the Democratic candidate for governor accused Brewer of increasing the risk to public safety because she supported privately run prisons like the one the three inmates escaped from.
Facility.
Continuing coverage on our website of the fugitives and the hunt for them, myfoxphoenix.com will post anything new that happens on that website. 2-year-old boy disappears from a northern Arizona campground. His remains are found just yesterday. And all new tonight, investigators say it looks like somebody tried to hide those remains. Fox 10's Miriam Garcia has more on the story. Tough spot for a rock climber in southern Arizona. Gets stranded on a mountain and attacked by bees while he's stranded there. Happened on Mount Lemmon down near Tucson. He was one of 4 people climbing the mountain when they came across a bee's nest. The other 3 people were able to get away, but one guy was trapped on the rocks for several hours. Rescue crews had to rappel down to get him out of there, and he was stung multiple times. Call it an immigration competition. The one state that's trying to go even further than our SB 1070. Also, more and more companies are offering to pay for your vacation to an exotic location, but employees have to do something strange while they're there, and it's not work. And just how bad is the housing market across the country? People camped out for days, dozens sent to the hospital. The surprising thing all of these people wanted to get.
You're watching Fox 10 News with Troy Hayden in HD.
How about this? Florida's Attorney General says he wants a law even tougher than our SB 1070. A proposed Florida law will mandate the police officers check to see if somebody's status is legal or illegal if they're pulled over or arrested. Federal judge here in Arizona, of course you remember this, blocked the provision in SB 1070 that requires officers to check a person's immigration status while enforcing other laws. New at 6, we aren't alone in our housing mess. Chaotic scene in Georgia. Hundreds of people line up for days, all to get an application for housing assistance. Crowds surrounded police cars even. Fox's Tacoma Perry has more on what's going on.
Fox 10 News is back.
Go on vacation, have your company pick up the tab. Sounds pretty nice, right? More and more businesses are signing up to make that offer to employees, but there is a catch. Isn't there always a catch? While you're away, you have to have surgery. Fox 10's Rick D'Amico has more on medical tourism.
Fox 10 News.
Thanks a lot, Rick. If you grew up eating Pop-Tarts and maybe you still enjoy them now, might want to take a trip to the Big Apple. A Pop-Tart superstore in New York's Times Square just opened up. It's got a cafe where you can create your own Pop-Tart. Chef there even makes Pop-Tart sushi. And Pop-Tarts also wrapped up in a fruit roll-up and sliced. Some people couldn't wait to check out that store. You can also make up your own 6 variety pack and take it home with you. Dave Muncie, our weather authority, and I hate to admit this, Dave, but I bought a Pop-Tart out of our machine last night and had it for dessert.
I have never eaten a Pop-Tart.
Get out of here.
I have never eaten a Pop-Tart.
That's crazy.
Never. No, I don't know if I don't. You're probably the first guy I know that's eaten a Pop-Tart.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll buy you one. We'll share one later.
I don't know that I'll eat it. We'll have to see. We'll have to have. I may have my doctor take a look at it. Water.
Thanks, Dave. Now the guy that everybody seems to be talking about. Tonight, he's talking. That JetBlue flight attendant who snapped, grabbed a couple of beers, deployed the emergency chute, and took off. Steven Slater. He had very few words, actually, after his release from jail. Now, Slater, you can see there, has a cut on his forehead. He was asked if that was from the passenger who hit him with the bag, apparently. Kind of sparked this whole thing. Slater had no comment on that. So what about all the passengers on that flight? They have a story to tell their families, but that's not all. JetBlue announced today the airline is giving all those passengers a $100 voucher for their trouble. Students beginning a new school year get an early spelling lesson at a North Carolina high school. A highway painting crew, oh no, made a spelling error. Look at that. S-H-C-O-O-L. The crew that made the error will most likely keep a dictionary on hand next time they pull out their spray paint.
This is Fox 10 News.
one of the most famous golfers in the world, is looking to unload his house. Phil Mickelson's multi-million-dollar pad, nice place, on the market. Asking price, near San Diego, $9 million. You get a lot of bang for the buck, though.
There are 5 bedrooms.
Well, she didn't mention the trophy room, the gourmet kitchen, steam room, personal sauna, with the crystal sterling silver fixtures in the bathroom, and that's on the inside. Outside, Mickelson has one of those eternity edge pools, a spa, and of course, a big putting green. Nice, Jude.
Q&A. Go ahead, Troy. Anything you want to ask. Just got back from camp.
Opening day starter at quarterback.
You know, I think to be determined in preseason. I think Matt Leinart has to really play well. Next question.
Not a big vote of confidence. I don't have time for another question, Jude. I'm sorry. I'll hit you when you're off.
See you
Maybe we
tonight.
can do it tonight at 9 and 10 o'clock. And we'll be back at 9 and 10. Hope you have a great evening, and see you right back here tomorrow night live at 6.